Tesla has just celebrated manufacturing 1 million 4680 battery cells. What does that mean exactly? In other news, Elon Musk has revealed today that Gigafest at Austin, Texas, Tesla's new Gigafactory, will happen on April the 7th. And I'm betting that's the day when they'll officially start selling the new Tesla Model Y with 4680 cells and structural battery packs. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the Electric Viking. My name is Sam Evans. Great to have you here on the channel. Welcome back to all the subscribers that have been here over the last, what have we been around for now? 8-9 months. And welcome to all you new subscribers. Great to have you as well. Thank you to our Patreon supporters. I'll put a link to our Patreon account in the description below. It means a lot to us, makes the channel work, makes the channel operate, makes it possible to do what we do. Tesla CEO Elon Musk revealed the date of Giga Austin's plant opening in Texas is scheduled for April the 7th. Now, apparently he first said the 1st of April, and then he corrected himself and said the 7th of April. So as is often the case, getting a bit ahead of himself, but fortunately it's only by 6 days. Now, the event is expected to gather thousands of Tesla enthusiasts in a sort of a celebration similar to the previous one held in October at the Gigafactory in Berlin in Germany. Now, that plant in Germany hasn't received its final permit to operate. Lots of reasons behind that. Some of them more dubious than others. I'll put some links in the description below to some of the videos I've made about what's going on with that factory. And if you haven't seen those videos, I think you should check them out to see some of the politics that are going on over there. Some of the claims for the reasoning for why that factory hasn't officially been announced as opening. Now, they are actually manufacturing vehicles at Gigafactory Berlin right now. They just can't do it in an official way. The Tesla Gigafactory Austin event will probably be a really good opportunity for the company to highlight some of the latest products and to show their 4680 cylindrical battery cells as well as a structural battery pack. Now, I think Tesla will probably say what the range of the Model Y will be. In theory, if it actually, the long range model, if they use the same battery pack size as the current model with the 2170 cells, it would probably have a range of about 460 miles. That is enormous. It's going to be interesting to see how many batteries they're actually putting in them, because if they're putting in, from what I've seen, 960 cells in this pack, that's the long range model, it probably should get around 450 miles of range. That is really interesting to see what Tesla charged for that vehicle, whether or not those will be delivered to current reservation holders, what the actual official range is. Really, it's going to be an exciting time over the next few months, you have to say. The 4680 cells have been previously shown in Germany, despite the fact that Gigafactory Berlin is beginning production apparently with 2170 cells. The plant in Texas will produce Model Ys equipped with 4680 cells right from the start. Apparently there's hundreds and hundreds of Model Ys in the parking lot at Gigafactory Austin, Texas right now with those cells in them. And there's been a semi-trailers trucks seen leaving the Gigafactory in Austin, Texas, packed with Model Y vehicles. Check out my video about that. I'll put a link in the description below to that video. Interestingly, Tesla has already produced 1 million of these cells as of the end of January, and it's nearly the end of February. So I'm going to guess that maybe they'll add another million in February. Who knows? They're ramping up production though, so it's going to be good to see. And obviously, eventually Tesla will be manufacturing 4680 cells at 3 different locations. Well, 4 actually. Gigafactory Nevada. Then they've got, of course, the Cato Road facility in California. Then they'll be making them as well in their factory in Texas and, of course, at the factory in Berlin eventually. Plus, then you'll have companies such as LG Chem, who say they're manufacturing them now, working on them. Then you've got Panasonic working on them as well. Panasonic will apparently be manufacturing them in Japan and in the United States. Obviously, LG Chem in Korea. And of course, Samsung apparently are also working on the 4680 cell as well. And then, of course, you have all the LFP contracts that lately Tesla have signed. They've signed contracts with BYD, contracts with CATL, contract with also Goshon High Tech. I made a video about that. If you don't know about that contract, I'll put the video in the description below, a link to that video. That, I believe, is probably the most significant thing Tesla have done in the last 2 years. If you think about it, the contract there with Goshon High Tech, it's insane. Absolutely insane. And I don't know how anyone can realistically think that anyone legacy auto can compete. if Tesla are getting that many batteries, that high quality, that are LFP, that's going to mean they're basically going to have 500, 600 gigawatt hours of batteries per year, maybe even 1 terawatt hour by 2026, based on, if you look at the ramping up the numbers we're looking at, 1 terawatt hour of battery production in 2026. That's an unstoppable force. I don't know what you can do to stop that. Now, for those of you saying, oh, you're just a Tesla fan, you're a Tesla homer, or you love what I would prefer, if you feel that way, that's okay. I totally understand that. But rather than using emotion to argue your point, to say my point is not valid because your emotion says it's not, just use facts. That's what I would love to hear. Let me know in the comment section below why factually what I'm saying is wrong. If you give me some facts, like you can say Toyota is doing this is the number of batteries that Toyota are going to manufacture, therefore that's even better than Tesla, I'm happy to hear that. That's why I want to know. Just seeing like your emotional comments to say, oh, you're just a Tesla fanboy, or you just love Tesla, it just wastes everyone's time. It does, because if I read through the comments and other people read through the comments, we want to hear intelligent points, not things that are just going to waste our time. So realistically, if you feel emotionally like you don't like Tesla, or emotionally like you don't agree, then just try to just put that to the side for a minute and just try to focus on the facts. Try to focus on the actual information I'm sharing with you. Try to focus on the facts of, say, whatever brand you love. If you love Porsche, or you love Volkswagen, you love Toyota, focus on the facts coming from them, and then we can have a conversation about that and we can look at the facts. That's what we want here. That's what this channel is really all about. So the new 4680 cells and the battery packs are related to the new assembly process. Seats are attached on top of the structural battery before they're actually married together, as in the battery and the structure is put together. In Berlin, Tesla has shown some of the new colors out of the new paint shop, which is promised to be a state-of-the-art paint shop. Another thing is adaptive headlights, which I think are a really good idea. They're obviously one of the big advantages of adaptive headlights is you can see around a bend, and of course adapt to oncoming traffic to actually be able to dim the lights so you're not blinding the other drivers coming the other way. Now, I'm really getting excited to see some of the processes, the manufacturing processes that go on behind building these cars. I'm going to watch every single video that comes from Sandy Munro and let you know what's going on, what changes they've made, because they've made a lot of changes over time. Like if you have a look at the Tesla Model S Plaid vehicle, have a look at the teardown from Sandy Munro. It's actually very interesting to see the big changes Tesla are constantly making with their vehicles. Now, in regards to Tesla's 4680 cells and the fact that they completed manufacturing 1 million cells, they said, celebrating our 1 millionth 4680 cell in January. That was the tweet coming from Tesla. So we don't actually know where they're up to now, because this is just the end of January. Hopefully they can tell us at the end of February where they're up to. Then we can get an idea of the actual run rate. How many vehicles, for example, Tesla Model Y vehicles, could Tesla produce with 1 million 4680 cells? In the photo that Tesla released, the structural battery pack, it looks as though this is the long range model, shows 40 rows of 24 cells. That means there's a total of 960 cells in the Tesla Model Y long-range vehicle. That would mean that 960,000 cells would produce 1,000 Tesla Model Y long-range vehicles. 1,000. So in other words, Tesla have produced enough 4680 cells for 1,000 vehicles. You can see they do need to ramp up really quickly. So what I'm intrigued about is obviously Elon is saying that the number of cells is not going to be a bottleneck this year for Tesla Model Y production coming from Gigafactory Austin, Texas. So what exactly, how many are they going to be actually producing? Because clearly 1 million is not that many if it's only enough for 1,000 Model Ys. But because that's only 960,000, if you actually put it out to 1 million, then you're coming up with 1,041 Model Ys. So that's the correct total number. I'm going to be really interested to see how many cells the Gigafactory in Texas can produce of 4680s. And I think once they start manufacturing cells down there, then that's when we're really going to see a big ramp up of Tesla Model Ys coming from Austin, Texas. But until that happens, I do think that could potentially be a bit of a bottleneck. What I'm hearing is that this event that's going to be held at Gigafactory Texas on April the 7th will be the largest barbecue in the history of Texas. And personally, to be honest, I wouldn't mind being there. Unfortunately, though, I'm stuck here in Melbourne, Australia. I'm hoping to visit Texas next year, maybe even this year, to check out these new Model Ys with these structural battery packs. 4680 cells, and also I think people are forgetting the gigacastings. To me, I find that just as interesting to be able to see these enormous machines manufacturing these huge pieces and stamping them. It's incredible what machines can do now. For context, the Berlin event, where they had a similar event last year, was limited to 5,000 people because of COVID restrictions. However, in the state of Texas, things are a bit different. The state has been quite a bit more lenient with mask mandates and other measures. So there's no indication that the number of people will be capped. Hopefully some more interesting details will come at this event. What's the range of these cars? How many Model Ys will be produced? How much lighter will they be with the new structural packs and the gigacastings? So many questions. Let me know if you have any of the answers in the comments section below. Thanks for watching. See you again on the next video. Bye-bye.